Hey guys, Legendary Grimlock here, and today we have a redo here. We have Thor versus King Ghidorah. Now, this is Thor 616 till current, and a Composite King Ghidorah. So, Planet Eater, Showa, Heisei, Toho, IDW, all of it. So, let's begin here. And we're going to start off with Thor. Now, this is pretty much easy. Thor is easily a high outerversal entity. Yes, I'm actually going into the high outerversal here. This is due to the fact that currently he has the full Odin Force and now has mastered the Phoenix and has complete control over the Gaia Force. But until then, he doesn't really have he has the full Odin Force, but he doesn't have the I guess you say the mastery of it. However, with Thor's scaling, he's always been able to fight against characters and beings that have been able to damage Celestials, even being able to topple over Celestials when Sky Fathers like Zeus, Odin, and I think Zet and one other could do nothing about it. He's been able to destroy the heart of Demogorge, even being able to destroy and fight Demogorge in classic days. And Demogorge is a character that scared and even absorbed characters like Mephisto and Hela, who were actually amped at that time. And these are beings that can actually destroy the Marvel multiverse and threaten the world tree. Thor possesses incredible, and I mean incredible versatility, especially now. He has his trademark storm manipulation, where his lightning blast can cut through and tear through entities like the Chaos King. He has power absorption. He's absorbed the entire power cosmic from Galactus and went on to one-shot him. He has the God Blast, which is a move that's pretty much powerful enough to kill Galactus. But like I said earlier, he has other things. He has the Anti-Force, the God Blast. Sorry, I said the God Blast, right? He has other abilities as well, considering the fact that he now is able to use the full potential of Gaia and the Phoenix now. He possesses the ability to pretty much manipulate earthbound planets or, the Earth itself, okay? Basically manipulating worlds at this point here. He's able to make tombs powerful enough to seal a Mangog amped Mjolnir, and this was able to kill Odin, who still had a portion of the Odin Force left. Weaker, but still an incredible feat, considering weaker Odins are still capable of fighting against Zerter and causing multiversal destruction. And Thor was able to seal it casually, all right? This is a Mjolnir that not only had the Mother Storm, but Mangog amping it as well. However, when Thor comes into his own and finally realizes that one of his other mothers is also the Phoenix Force. Now, you see, this happens because the Phoenix Force actually revived Thor upon birth. And, Thor died in, a birth, pretty much was like I guess you could say like a birth gone wrong where Thor died and the Phoenix brought him back to life. And when he was going through a journey of accepting the fact that the Phoenix was his mother, he was able to use the powers and abilities of the Phoenix. This would include powerful energy blasts and even fire manipulation. As a matter of fact, this fire was so powerful, right, that Thor was able to basically evaporate a flood. You might say, okay, why is that important? Well, in this Avengers run, this flood was so powerful, it was going to drown the entire Marvel multiverse. Like, drown all of it. Like, every last thing about it was going to drown, okay? Thor is also exceptionally skilled, has at least years, and I mean years worth of experience, actually around since the Viking Age, which is absolutely incredible, and has been able to fight for years on end without rest. Okay, so Thor is pretty much a very skilled combatant. Obviously, you could tell he uses hammers, he's able to use swords and plenty of other things. He's a master at weaponry combat as well. But overall, I would definitely give Thor the outer versal, outer versal tier, outer versal category, outer versal power level, and outer versal hexes, okay? And he easily has faster than light scaling. Now, with the Odin Force, we'll still give it to him during his fight, but he doesn't really have like too many feats with it so far, but we'll still give him the strength amplification of it, all right? So overall, Thor is basically a nightmare to fight at this point. I don't even know how Hulk did it, and they really nerfed Thor in that run, in my opinion. They had to nerf that boy. But now, let's go into his opponent, a Composite King Ghidorah. Now, King Ghidorah is obviously Godzilla's arch nemesis for years, and I mean years to come. Ghidorah currently, with the Planet Eater scaling, right, is actually his true form sits in a void, an endless void. And with the Godzilla multiverse actually having infinite universes, yes, infinite. So this means even the MonsterVerse universe will also count as infinite, as every Godzilla has an infinite universe. So a little fun fact for you guys, right? So with that being said, here Godzilla himself, Ghidorah himself has been able to destroy these universes and was actually noted to go around destroying universes with his avatars. So again, being able to destroy infinite universes and existing beyond space, time, and all other concepts, this obviously puts him into the higher outerversal category. Kind of obvious, right? But however, we do have more scaling to go over. Now, Yamato no Orochi and Utsuno Ikuzagami. These characters are easily multiversal plus, and Ghidorah's avatars casually scale above them. This is due to the fact that what's his name? Orochi and Utsuno easily scale to Heisei Godzilla and probably scale below him due to Heisei Godzilla being able to defeat them. But these characters are so powerful, they're able to not only split time in half, the literal concept of time, but these guys are also able to bend hyperspace. Sorry, Orochi is able to bend hyperspace, Utsuno is able to split time. And Orochi is able to bend this hyperspace, which is able to affect 4D beings and actually being able to affect, beings in that dimension. We also have the IDW scaling, and King Ghidorah is, pretty consistently above all of Godzilla's allies. From beings like Sanda, Goriah, Anguirus, Zilla, Titanosaurus, Gorosaurus, King Caesar, so on and so forth, have all been able to draw blood, beat down, knock out, and even almost kill Godzilla one time or another. And Monster X and Dash King Ghidorah, or Kaiser Ghidorah, or just Ghidorah in general, has been able to consistently contend and even outspeed these monsters. This even includes monsters like Leo Mothra, who basically high diffed a young prehistoric Cretaceous King Ghidorah. Basically, they said that beating King Ghidorah even at a young form was a miracle. Okay, so this means that Leo Mothra could have lost that fight and almost lost that fight as well. There's also the speed scaling, with monsters like Redone being one of the fastest monsters of them all, and you can easily scale him above Leo Mothra off that statement, who's able to travel through time under her own speeds. This would go from faster than light to inaccessible to immeasurable amounts of speed, okay? Then you have King Ghidorah's versatility. Now, this dude has way too much versatility for him to be losing, but let's go over it. Gravity manipulation, gravity beams, gravity projection, gravity absorption, energy absorption, energy vampirism, energy projection, electrical biology, okay? He is able to cause hurricanes, storm manipulation, storm dash weather manipulation, invisibility, intangibility, space-time manipulation, space-time distortion, space-time redeflection, energy creation, life force absorption, dome creation that allows him to use the life force absorption, teleportation, telekinesis, telepathy. Dear Lord, the dude has so much versatility. If they give him one more ability, I'm going to explode. All right? Dude has so much versatility. Martian Manhunter and the Sentry would be blushing at the amount of versatility this man has. He's basically all of them just combined at that point. All right? So overall, I would give King Ghidorah the high outerversal category. So without further ado, let's begin. Who wins in this redone version of the Clash of Titans? Now, who do I give the edge in certain categories? As you guys know, I always do this. Now, I would say Thor definitely would be faster than King Ghidorah, especially during, to me, it's a little bit more consistent. Easily scaling to characters that are far faster, or at least in the same tier as characters like Leo Mothra and Rodan. You have monsters like, you have characters like Silver Surfer, who's been able to react in nanoseconds, and Thor has been able to blitz past him. Silver Surfer has also been able to, react and move in picoseconds, even being faster than characters like Quicksilver, who have been able to, again, move beyond all limits of speed as a whole. However, in terms of the physical stat department, oh, I almost forgot to mention, King Ghidorah has regeneration to the point where he can come back from just a single cell. Yeah, so, yeah, I would, in terms of hexes, I would say King Ghidorah also takes that edge as well. In terms of durability, I would say he takes that. In terms of strength, I would probably say Thor has the edge when it comes to striking power, and with King Ghidorah being close to him. Okay, so we have Thor taking the speed and strength category, but Ghidorah takes the durability and hexes category. Okay, but who do I think actually wins this fight more often than not? Does anyone have a trope that could get over the other? And yes, it's Ghidorah. Now here's why. Thor's go-to move is lightning. All right? And this is pretty important because Thor normally uses his lightning when he's in pretty much a corner situation. There's also the fact that Ghidorah can pretty much redirect most of Thor's attacks right back onto him, as he did with Godzilla Earth's atomic breath, and simply just, you could take this back. Here you go. Oh, didn't like that? Shouldn't have shot it. Such a darn shame, right? But anyway, besides that point, he pretty much could just absorb Thor's lightning. And then if Thor gets close, it's very possible he could get snatched and have the power cosmic or even some of the other energies in his body drained. But if Thor does keep away, I do think he has a good shot at winning extreme difficulty. However, I do think Ghidorah just has way too much versatility, way too many defenses as well. If Thor tries to, kill him, he has regeneration. He could put up barriers to block Thor's attacks, and he has energy absorption and energy vampirism, meaning that if Thor shoots electrical blast or any form of energy blast at him, he'll absorb it and then amplify himself. So at the end of the day, I would say Ghidorah takes it at least 5 times out of 10, taking the rest of those 5 out of 10s. But again, if we had to give the first win, I'm giving it to Ghidorah. So let me know what you guys think down below. Please comment, like, and subscribe and share with your friends. This is Legendary Grimlock, and I hope you guys have a blessed day. Peace.